In life, some people count the clouds, while others travel the stars. It's a long story, y'all. So before we get started, let's talk about the vocabulary. Now that we know the language that they use, let's talk about what they did with it. Because words don't just describe people, words shape how people are seen, and more often than not, they shape how people are treated. Uncle Tom comes from an 1852 novel, Uncle Tom's Cabin, written by Harriet Beecher Stowe. The book comes from one of the most influential anti-slavery novels in American history. In the novel, Uncle Tom wasn't weak, he wasn't foolish, and he wasn't a sellout. He was strong in faith, steady in character, and unshaken in his humanity, even while enslaved. But over time, something shifted. The name Uncle Tom stopped meaning a man who endured with dignity. It started meaning a black person who betrayed their people. And that shift didn't happen by accident. So look at it like this. Uncle Tom survived the book, but the version of him that survived wasn't the version that Harriet actually wrote about. It was the version that society reshaped. And that exact reshaping, that's where the damage began. Because while Uncle Tom was being distorted, another image was being manufactured. In this one, it wasn't meant to inspire sympathy. It was built to entertain. Sambo didn't come from one book. He came from caricatures, from minstrel shows, from stage performances where white actors painted their faces black and mocked black speech, black movements, and black intelligence. Sambo was loud, lazy, childlike, and carefree. That was the performance. But the performance wasn't harmless. It turned people into punchlines. It made cruelty look comedic, and it made oppression look playful. And we all know when you repeat an image long enough, it stops feeling like fiction, but it starts feeling like familiar. And familiar starts feeling like truth. History isn't always what happened. Sometimes it's just what got repeated. Now help me understand this. One character gets written into betrayal, the other gets exaggerated into stupidity, so it's two different images with the same outcome. The lesson here is, I guess, control the image and you control the narrative. Now, when you control the narrative, ladies and gentlemen, you can influence how people are seen for generations. This is why language matters, and this is why image matters. Because what started as a story can turn into a stereotype. And what turns into a stereotype can shape policy, culture, and perception. Uncle Tom and Sambo, you got two names, two distortions, and one lesson. Be careful who defines you, and be even more careful what you repeat. Because if you don't tell your story, someone else will, and they won't always tell it right. You should know this, y'all. They feared our literacy then. They fear our legacy now. Learning is a spark, but community is the fire. So keep rising, y'all. When one person learns, the whole village grows. So subscribe, share, let's keep this light moving. Let's build our future.